What's going on YouTube? Rodrigo here, back with another video. Sumo deadlifts, going heavy as always. Well, not always, just for peaking. So the main focus of this particular training session was, I believe, 485 pounds. And we were looking at 5 sets of 4 reps. That's right, guys. 5 sets of 4 reps at 485 pounds. That is working weight and high amount of total volume for me. I have never, ever in my entire life worked with such heavy weight at such high volume. And one of the reasons, or one of the causes for this that I can truly attribute where I stand now with my deadlift is simply that the sumo deadlift is not as taxing on your system or on my system compared to the conventional deadlift. I feel that I can definitely handle more working volume with the sumo deadlift in comparison to the conventional deadlift, and that's definitely very good for long-term progress. So with that being said, I highly recommend you take a look at your own training, your own programming. If you pull sumo and do not pull conventional, switch it up. See which of the two is better for your body in terms of working volume, because as I mentioned earlier, the more total volume you can accumulate in a training session, you know, the higher the possibility of you making gains in terms of muscular gains and strength gains over the long haul of your training sessions. So just something to think about, something to consider. I highly recommend you take a look into it, just out of curiosity. If you've already done this, or if you already, if you've already tried this experiment, or if you've never tried it, let me know down below your thoughts on this. I always like to go ahead and get some feedback from you guys, some interaction, of course, because hey, you guys are the subscribers, and you guys pretty much determine what I put on this channel, to a degree, of course. I like to put what I like to put, of course. But with that being said, the 485 pound deadlifts did feel slower than what I would have liked on that particular day. The lockout was a lot slower than what it usually is. The deficit deadlift will definitely show you all that my lockout mental cue wasn't really there. So as you can see, my lockout isn't, I'm not fully extending my hips to the very end, and I generally don't do that. However, you also don't want to lock your knees out or extend your hips when the barbell is at below your knees or just at your knees, because you're going to find yourself in a position where your knees are locked out, you've removed extra space per se from the barbell and your hips, to the point where your hips are going to to the point where your lower back is going to have to take the load, and that's very, very bad. For one, you probably won't lock out heavy weight, and number two, you might hurt yourself. So do not lock out your knees way too early, okay? Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this talk. I'm really just going off of my training, the training footage, the thoughts I have on it, and maybe some suggestions that you can consider implementing into your training. But yeah, that's it, guys. Again, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like it, share it, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I will catch you all in the next video.
One, come on, come on. There you go.